Have you ever found yourself scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and you stumble across a UGC video and you end up watching the entire video, and by the end of it, you're practically a customer? What is it? It's not luck, it's not the algorithm, and it's not their looks. There's a science and a psychology behind it. There's a reason that made you stop. Today, I'm breaking down why those videos work and why other UGC videos, most UGC videos, flop within the first 3 seconds. Every UGC video that converts starts the same way. Not with a product, not with an idea, not with a crazy hook, but it starts with emotion. The brain buys emotionally and justifies logically. That's why when a creator starts with a feeling, the audience is instantly locked in. Curiosity, pain, frustration. When you create a moment where the viewer thinks, wait, this is me, you've already won. Here's why this works. Every millisecond, your brain is scanning, is this relevant to me? It's this simple. If you trigger emotion, the brain starts scanning and starts listening. Brands always miss this. They want to start with the product, the image, the fancy, the gimmicks. They want you to get straight to the CTA. Say the line word for word. No, show the moment before the solution arrives. That is where the sale begins. Next is familiarity bias. The brain loves what is familiar. That is why UGC outperforms $200,000 studio ads every day. People trust people, not backgrounds, transitions, or lighting. They trust people. And here's the key. We trust people who look, think, and talk like us. If you're creating UGC, mirror the audience's world, their slang, their pain points, their lifestyle, their insecurities, their humor. If your audience is saying, I feel overwhelmed, don't introduce a product and say, this product will increase productivity. Say, bro, I'm drowning and this app saved me. You're not just talking like them, you're speaking for them. That is the heart of high-performing UGC. Now let's talk about trust, because this is where most creators lose people without even realizing it. Trust is built in the first 3 seconds with these 4 components: eye contact, tone, environment, and micro expressions. If you look uncomfortable, the viewer feels uncomfortable. If you sound performative, they scroll. If your background feels fake or staged, they feel disconnected. UGC works because it feels like a friend talking to you, not a stage, not an actor, not a brand, a friend. And here's the psychological reason behind it. Your brain runs a split-second filter called thin slicing. It decides whether someone is trustworthy before your conscious mind even processes the words. So if your energy is natural, confident, and relaxed, if you talk like a human, if you seem like you actually use the product, they believe you. And once you have trust, everything else is easy. Emotion gets attention. Familiarity keeps attention. Trust builds connection. But the conversion, that's the bridge you build at the end. Think of UGC as guiding someone across a river. Emotion gets them to the first rock. Familiarity keeps them going. And trust is what gets them to the middle part. But the CTA is the final rock, and it matters more than you think. The biggest mistake creators make, they end emotionally. Then panic and shove in a robotic line. Use my code, link in bio. No, the CTA should feel like a part of the story, not an interruption. Here's how you do it. You tie the product to the emotional relief you just created. This app fixed the thing that had me stressed for months. If you're like me and you overthink everything, try this. This saved me and I didn't even realize how much I needed it until I tried it. It's not buy this, it's this solved my problem and it'll probably solve yours. That is how you convert without sounding like an ad. When you use these psychological triggers, UGC stops being a guessing game. You stop chasing trends and you start creating human-centered content. And here's the truth that nobody says. It's not about being pretty or perfect or high production. It's about understanding people, their fears, their insecurities, their habits, their lifestyles, and the small emotional moments they don't even talk about. When you understand the human behind the viewer, you'll make content that hits harder than any influencer or ad ever could. UGC isn't about acting. It isn't about ads, it's about psychology. Understanding people at a level most brands don't even think about. That is the difference between content that goes viral and content that converts. I'm Reynolds, and this is the psychology behind UGC that actually sells. If you want more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. If you're a brand or a creator and want to work with me, be sure to send me an email or shoot me a DM on Instagram. I reply super quick there. But guys, listen, it's been great. Until next time.